After 1820, the Second War with the British had been won by the Americans. Victory spurred greater feelings of independence, and many of those early Americans ventured west to find new land, new opportunities, new adventures to provide their families and future generations. The Martin ancestors of North Carolina were among those, and made the trek to settle down and raise a family in what would become the eastern part of Logan County, Illinois, in 1828. What drew the family to the region was great soil to plant a crop, and their successors in the Martin family are continuing that to this day. They found the soil to be alive and healthy, and to be able to provide the food that would sustain their family and thousands of others for years to come. And that healthy soil is still woven into the family fabric of Jeff Martin, who's passing it along to his sons.
Taking care of the soil through less tillage has been very important. It makes the soil more productive, and we have learned through the use of cover crops and microbes and a lot of things we're just learning in the last 5 or 10 years that are vital to the productivity of the soil and being able to take care of the soil and making the soil better today than it was when I took over.
The Martins of Mount Pulaski have been farming their family land for 6 generations, and they're widely known as caretakers and stewards of the soil and the environment. And as agriculture has changed, so have the Martins. New management strategies, new equipment technology, and other innovations have allowed them to expand and help other landowners, many of whose family histories and farming philosophies parallel that of the Martin family.
You know, the best way to learn is by experience, and our family's been around for generations, and we've taken those lessons learned from my grandfather and my dad, and combined them with the lessons that I learned myself, and that helps you grow from year to year and help better prepare you for the future and how you want to do things on the farm and how you want to try to set things up to be for the next generation. So each year's an experience. You know, it's no 2 years are the same, and we just try to add the things that we learn and the challenges we face and put them all together and make the best decisions and prepare the best as we can from those experiences.
Doug Martin is Jeff's older son and has been farming with his father since 1998, inheriting the Martin respect for the soil. Doug's service to the community extends from leadership of the school board to coaching and managing local sports programs. And his sons are walking in Dad's footsteps, just as Doug did 35 years ago. Rejoining the Martin family operation is son Derek, who has acquired extensive knowledge of marketing, working 12 years in the elevator industry, learning all aspects of the grain business, and providing high-level input to marketing decisions for the Martin family and all of the landowners for whom they farm.
Each individual farm is unique in its own way, as due to location, soil types, and the commodities grown on it. And with our vast knowledge of marketing and our local markets of what goes on and the contacts that we do have, we can specify what's best for each farm, because you know every farm does stand alone and does stand alone different, and not everyone is the same. And so with everything combined together, we have a lot of avenues to help explain to them what's good for their farm, what's the best use for their farm, and where the best market for their farm or their commodity is.
And wife and mother Jean, who's helped guide the family through financial decisions, hauling grain, does whatever it takes to keep the farm family going.
Just the knowledge of how important it is to keep your records online for lenders or any of your people that you do business with. It's just really important to have everything in line, in order, and be able to access it at a minute's notice and give somebody information that they need.
Today, the Martin family builds on its heritage, with the latest technology to improve yield at lower costs and with greater efficiency.
Our family's been around for several generations, and we look forward to continuing that for the future generations. We take a lot of pride in how we conduct our business and conserving the soil and caring for the environment and working with our landlords, and we would hope that you would be one of those people that would want to work with us in the future.
The farming partners of the Martin family can look forward to a long relationship because the family's been farming for 6 generations, and they will be here for many more.